Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Randall. This is the McClures. We react, review, look at, make fun of stuff over here. We are sponsored by McClures.store. You can pick up quality American products and stop supporting the Chinese. McClures.store. Today we're going to be checking out Elon Musk working with the woke left to police hate speech, but it backfires bad. This is a clip from TimcastIRL. He posted something about, I forget the name of the company, but that it wasn't good that Musk was working with this company. So I was hoping that that's what this clip was about. Obviously, I didn't watch it. So I'm hoping I found the right clip. But let's get into it and see what they're talking about on Timcast.
Gentlemen, Elon Musk says he met with Latino civil rights leader, but the organization says she's a rogue ex-employee. Okay, sure. In a separate statement, the leaders of the NAACP, the National Urban League, and the National Action Network blasted Musk for unleashing the worst of human nature. You see, Elon, look, man,
What?
we were fans because you said you liked the Babylon Bee, because you pushed back on the establishment. And then the moment you get into Twitter, not even a week later, you go crawling to these organizations to try and he tweets this out. To let them know how we're going to be handling hate and harassment. And what do? They attack you for it. Twitter owner Elon Musk, I love that phrase, said early Wednesday that he spoke with the leaders of various civil rights groups about his efforts to combat hate and harassment. Except one organization said he met with a rogue employee who was fired last month, and another attendee blasted the mogul for unleashing the worst of human nature. Actually said that he unwittingly freed people to unleash the worst of human nature, with communities of color and religious minorities bearing the greatest burden. So bravo, Elon. He tweeted, talk to civil society leaders about how Twitter will continue to combat hate and harassment and enforce its election integrity policies. Ah, yes. What's that all about? You see, I'm actually blocked from seeing the tweet from this DiResta woman. Yoel Roth says we're staying vigilant against attempts to manipulate conversations about the 2022 midterms. Read on for independent analysis of our team's work.
Wait, what does that mean? You're being vigilant against attempts to manipulate conversations about the 2022 U.S. What? How are they being manipulated? And who decides if the manipulation is good or bad? What is going on?
And he linked to a woman who is an executive, I believe she's an executive or some high-ranking position, with New Knowledge, an organization that was outed for creating bots for manufacturing or doing something. They sent them towards Roy Moore so that the media would think he was being propped up by Russians. That's what this organization was doing. And Elon's consulting them on an election integrity. Okay, I'll tell you what I think. The advertisers went to Elon right away and said, we're pulling out. He said, wait. Like, we're going to keep policing hate. Trust me. Don't leave. We need your money. And they said, we don't care. Then he said, okay, fine. We'll charge $20. Then the left said, nope, we're out. We're not paying $20. And he goes, okay, fine. $8. And you know what we said? We were like, okay, like under the assumption that Elon was going to fix the platform and do right by free speech and actual American values, I'll spend more than $8. Then Elon has the nerve to come out and be like, actually, we're going to combat hate with the very same grievance organizations that will never be satisfied. And why? If they are satisfied, they cease to exist. None of these people are going to come out and be like, my job here is done. Fire me because there's no more hate anymore. There will always be hate. If it's not a racial slur, it's the word groomer. So Elon Musk pandering to these people is a waste of our time. I'll tell you this. I am not going to spend any money. Elon, he comes out and he's like, it's going to be $8. Keep complaining. All right, bro, look. I think there's a net positive here with you buying the platform. I'm not going to spend a penny. I canceled Twitter Blue. It was bad enough I had it in the first place. The moment I saw he did this, I was like, okay, I'm giving them less money now. The moment he did this. So I'll tell you, if he releases the information on the DHS and how Twitter was colluding with the government, I'll pay $8. But he's also got to free the political prisoners and fire the people who were involved in the Hunter Biden laptop scandal.
Yeah, this was disappointing because
Sounds
he
good.
kind of tweeted it like he
I mean, personally, I wasn't planning on giving Twitter $8 anyways. Were you? Was anybody gonna just give him $8 to have a fucking check mark?
he was bragging about it. And, you mentioned some of the organizations, but some of them you didn't mention were individuals, the president and the vice president of the ADL, the NAACP, the George Bush Foundation. What, Satan wasn't available? Truly? Are you kidding me? And then you're bragging about how you're going to be continuing the policies when it comes.
Now, I don't fault Musk for taking the meetings because you have to. They'll send lawyers and bullshit, you know what I mean? You have to take the meeting, but you don't need to post about it or brag about it or make these guys get their panties in a bunch. But you can go talk to them and tell them, look, we're free speech over here. We're doing it free speech style. But monitoring hate speech? What the hell is hate speech? What is hate speech? What if I consider, what can get me in trouble? What if I consider lispy men speech hate speech? Does that mean on my platform I can ban it? This is just dumb. What if I think Southern accents are hate speech? What are we talking about here? There's no such thing as hate speech.
To hate and election interference. And again, this clearly shows a signal that this is going in the wrong direction. And I'm happy at this time that I have my own website, that I have my own platform. You're probably happy, Tim, that you have your own platform as well, because at the end of the day, this is very disappointing news and shows us that we're going down a very bad road.
I'm a huge advocate of knowing thine enemy and working with your foe. I think Abraham Lincoln talked about it. The best way to win over an enemy, to destroy an enemy, is to make them your friend, your ally. Not only do you no longer have an enemy, but you have an extra ally in case another enemy appears. So I'm into this idea of getting to know the people that are against you, but at the same time, Trump putting Bolton in his cabinet early on, bad move. Obama getting the Goldman Sachs team or all these bankers into his in his.
Honestly, I think the whole Bolton thing in the beginning of Trump's campaign was literally just to piss off the other countries and to scare them a little bit. Because as far as I know, he didn't listen to Bolton at all. He didn't do anything that Bolton wanted. But he did have him there, and he had him, fly on Air Force One to these other countries, and they know who Bolton is. So I think it was more of a strategy than anything. But these guys rag about that all the time. Oh, what about Bolton? What about Bolton? What about Bolton? The dude's not a politician, bro.
Inner circle right away.
Good people around him.
They start to manipulate you. When you surround yourself with people, you become those people. You are a result of your closest 6 friends or something. So at some point, you got to just cut. You got to cut and run and make a move. I think that Elon came into this with no real plan. And now he's trying to build the plan quickly.
That's why he wanted to back out. But take a look at this. This is from the Federalist. Elon Musk taps Jussie Smollett hoaxer for Twitter censorship advice. Brilliant, brilliant. Look, man, I like Elon. He does a lot of really cool stuff, but he has an opportunity to talk to people, and he's choosing to talk to the people who made the problems. One of these guys says, what more evidence does Chicago police need to call what happened to Jussie Smollett what it is, a hate crime? This guy started calling this stuff out after we already knew it was a hoax. And so this is who Elon Musk is going to. Why? You know what, man? Elon, I got to tell you. He's very naive. I will say it again. I met up in Texas with a bunch of these big tech guys. A lot of them were apparently worked with or were friends with Elon. And it was amazing listening to them speak because they do not understand culture. They think it's a technology problem. The reason Elon Musk is meeting with these people is because he's probably everyone has got a good point to be made. Technology will solve the problem. And you're like, dude, independents and conservatives already have stated, we've compromised. We don't like the fringe cult weirdos, but they're allowed to be on the platform and say what they want to say. The fringe cult weirdos went to you and said, if you don't ban all of the people we don't like, we're leaving. And in response, what Jack Dorsey and Vijay did was, okay, wait. It's this simple. The right isn't leaving, even when we ban them. And the left is threatening to leave unless we ban more right-wingers. Hey, let's ban more right-wingers.
That is true.
This
That
game,
is true.
you're not ready for it.
I had canceled my Twitter.
Let's
back
ban
in
more
the day.
independents and libertarians and liberals. And now Elon.
I started a new one up since I started this channel. And I just going on there talking shit to people. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I went off the platform. I think a lot of people did. I think a lot of people are coming back now, like I am, and hoping that things are going to change. But you can't put your faith in any man, especially a crazy dude like Elon. You know, his kids' names like fucking symbols and shit. You know what I mean?
Seems to be doing the exact same thing. Now it's early. We'll see what happens. Maybe this is a cold splash of water in the face that'll wake Elon up. And the reason why I'm frustrated about it and calling it out right now is because if we don't, Elon will walk down that path and Twitter will become worse than it was before.
I think the ideal is build a neutral platform where everyone can coexist together. The reality is that can't function. You need lots and lots of small platforms that interact with each other. And so you need to censor and moderate Twitter, Elon. That is your job now. You own the network. You control the network. You are the one that needs to censor the network. Whether you're censoring it as American law, if it violates American law, then it's off the platform. Child porn, get it off the platform. That's your light censorship. Or if you're going heavy, it's up to you. But give the code out to everyone so that they can make versions of the site so that they can monitor it and do it the way they want. If they want to do, if you say the word "the" and you get banned off their platform, fine. But we need lots and lots and lots of terms of service right now. We can't rely on you and your network to do it. And we never should. We never should have to.
Yeah. So just to recap so people understand
What was that whole point you were making? I don't get it. That didn't even... So to fix Twitter, you need to make 1,000 different Twitters that all have different terms of service? So that way, if you get banned off of one, you have others to go to? What, dude? No, he just needs to do it by American law. It's free speech. That's what the platform is supposed to be. That's what all platforms in America are supposed to be. Free. Free speech. If you're not threatening violence on somebody, if you're not... a word, I guess, you can't even say on YouTube now because it would offend disgusting, horrible demon monster people, dude. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't rocket science, bro. If people email you because they're offended, delete the email. Like I said, pussy in one of my reactions, and I had somebody comment, "Oh, 2 minutes into your video, you said the P word." I didn't go back and watch the video. I assume they meant pussy. So I had to click off. That's not something. What, dude? You were so offended by a word you had to click off the video? How do you make it through your fucking day, dude? How do you make it through the day?
going on here. Twitter's head of safety specifically cited Renee DiRista. She's a part of the New Knowledge organization that that Tim just discussed with their activities, with what they were doing before. She's also on video discussing censorship with Bill Gates. And then under that, Elon Musk was like, hey, we're also working with George W. Bush and the ADL, and we have a diverse group of voices here. No, you don't. You have a group of individuals who hate free speech. You have a group of individuals who have been trying to punish people for their political speech. And that's essentially what a lot of these organizations represented.
Yeah, are some of those people you named on different sides of different stuff? Sure. But they're all on the side of anti-free speech.
No, all of them, but some of the organizations that are involved here that are going to be continuing the policies, as Elon Musk said, is worrying, on top of what Elon Musk said after that. saying specifically it's going to take a couple weeks to make sure that people are unbanned from this platform. A couple weeks? What are we waiting for?
Yeah, no, seriously. I mean, look, you want me to come and spend money? Where's the good faith? This is the way I described it earlier today in my morning show. When I go to McDonald's, I can actually see the burgers under the heat lamps. I know they're sitting right there. You tell me you make burgers, I can see the burgers. Okay, I'm going to give you $8. Hand me one of those burgers. Elon Musk comes in, pay $8, and we're going to do these things. And I'm like, okay, well, show me that you actually do that, and I'll consider giving you money. For the time being, it looks like this is probably why he didn't want to buy the platform. It's not.
Has anybody paid $8 yet? Has he asked you to pay $8 yet?
Just about whether or not he can monetize it. It's that I'm willing to bet he knew, I wonder, that no matter what he does, the left will refuse to work with him. He's a billionaire. Communists don't want to pay for things, and they're not going to pay a billionaire. So maybe he was like, okay, if I buy this platform, there's a lot of communists in this company. They're going to quit no matter what I do. Advertisers are going to pull out no matter what I do. I better not buy it. Then he was forced to buy it. Now he's desperately pleading with him, please, I'll do whatever you say. They said they were going to, there's already ad agencies boycotting Twitter. So strip it down to the bare bones, make it a protocol or do something. Let the company just fizzle. Who cares, man?
Well, probably that Saudi prince cares. I think he's still got a few billion in the deal right now. I wonder if
Elon bit off more than he can chew with this one.
I wonder if the people that helped him, because he didn't front the.
That may be a true statement right there, that Elon got in a little too deep, especially with Saudi princes owning $1 billion worth of the company. And he did try to back out, probably, got a little too much of his foot wet instead of dipping his toe in. And now he's regretting it. But, you don't need to make any money off Twitter, dude. Right? You're so rich and yada, yada, yada. So just do what's right. The people that will leave. And if you do what's right, then it'll work out.
44 billion. I know that there's other people involved. The Saudi prince is one of them. If they have decision-making power, I don't think so. I think Elon's got sole decision-making power, but I wonder if they're like, are you going to make this profitable, dude? Because you said you were going to make this profitable. Now the advertisers are leaving. It's go time. What's the income model? He's like $20 a month. I mean, the way he went from $20 a month to $8 a month in like a day kind of indicates that he had no plan.
But Elon's very much like Trump in that aspect. He was probably sitting around going, we need to come up with a membership, like a number. People should start paying. I'm going to put out $20 and see what people say. Then he looked at all the feedback and was like, okay, now that you guys are mad about 20, we're going to put it at 8. You can't be mad at less than half of what you were mad at. He's a smart guy. So I don't know if starting at 20 and coming down was showed, discombobulation on his side.
He's just like almost like having fun at this point. So honestly, I don't think the whole wait 2 weeks to unban people is that big of a deal. We waited this long. It's been a year and a half. I think that 2 weeks is reasonable for a new owner to make a move on his network.
I disagree. If Elon Musk is not going to come in with a sledgehammer, he's never going to come with a sledgehammer. He's going to keep trying to say, okay, leftists, okay, I'm trying. Please, I know you're screaming at me because, the reality is I don't like saying the right because post-liberals, disaffected liberals, they're not right-wing. I guess they are now, whatever. There's never any uproar. Like Twitter never feared that Dave Rubin or Carl Benjamin would march with a bunch of liberalists and classic liberals Twitter HQ with pitchforks. They've consistently feared it will be the left. No one cares when a bunch of rarely I should say, but it's happened. But the right typically doesn't start boycotts and go after big corporations. When they do, it works. But the left does it all the time. So right now, Twitter, be it under Elon Musk or Vijay Gadde, they know that they can do whatever they want, and the right has a higher tolerance for BS, and the left has zero tolerance. So if you want to create a balanced platform, you've got to give the left whatever they want, because the right, the adults, will roll their eyes and be upset about it. The left will have a temper tantrum, claim you're trying to murder them, and then quit the platform in anger. which is what's happening right now. Thanks for checking out this segment from the Timcast IRL podcast.
He does definitely have a point there. You know, the whole time everybody's getting banned, Trump's getting banned, everybody's getting kicked off. You know, the right's not flocking from Twitter in groves because the right's all employed trying to run businesses, and we know people are on Twitter. We need to be there. And we're not trying to run to an echo chamber. You know, the left is the one that loves the groupthink and echo chamber. But it is a downfall because then there's no motivation for the powers that be to do anything to appease the right, because it doesn't hurt them to do things against them, but it definitely hurts them to go against the left, because those psychos will go psycho. All right, guys, appreciate you stopping by the channel. McClures.store is where you can support me, my family, and other Americans getting quality American products. McClures.store. Appreciate it. Take care.